Hi everybody, it's me, Jordan here, and today I'm going to talk about Hastings, or whatever you want to call the place. Now, Hastings, or I think his real name was Hastings Entertainment, and why you should stay away from them. Now, I don't know if it actually was someone from there. I don't know if it actually was John Maduke himself, or whoever it was, but I've had a really bad experience with them, or experiences. It's basically tied in with the points to shop, because points to shop was all messed up and I mentioned all their problems. But the one problem they also seem to suffer from is they were tricked, or they could not tell the difference between legitimate and illegitimate sellers on Amazon. That was another problem. You basically would have it on faith that they would know what seller to go and buy it from, but of course they never did. They would always get duped. They would always get scammed by Hastings Entertainment. But what Hastings liked to do to people, or what John Maduke liked to do to people, is he liked to play the game if he had an item. Now, it didn't matter what the said item was, he would claim he had it. Then he'd make up stories about, well, I'm going to be shipping it through the United States Postal Service. Wait a minute, the United Postal Service, Federal Express, DHL Express. He could never make up his mind. He never could. From my experience, the idiot could never make up his mind what courier to go with. He would flip-flop constantly. And then eventually, after multiple flip-flop games, multiple flip-flop games between the United States Postal Service and the United Postal Service and Federal Express and DHL Express, then he would say, sorry, I don't have the item on me. I apologize for any inconvenience. And then if you did pay for it, then they'd reimburse you for it. Whatever they call it. Then they'd refund you. And you'd say, okay, fine. But the idiot would constantly do it. And I'm not the only one. Hastings would also do things purposely by breaking things. I mean, things were used by default there, supposedly. But these people would make sure to break things by purpose before they gave them to you. So if you did get something from Hastings or Movie Mart or any of their various places, you were fortunate because they picked and chose who they wanted to sell to. John Maduke allegedly was guilty of federal income tax invasion, state income tax invasion, county real estate tax invasion, and local income tax invasion. He allegedly was not going to inherit the company, but somehow he got it. His father did not want to give it to him because of the fact that he didn't know how to run a business, blah blah blah. He would scam people. This is what I heard from Points to Shop, of course, and this is all the stuff he would say to me. Another thing that Hastings liked to do is that the idiot wanted to control the online, renting, the online buying world. He wanted to be the master of Amazon and eBay and iOffer and Craigslist and whatever the various sites were. The problem with Point to Shop was that anytime you bought something, every merchant was notified, even if they weren't the party in question you bought from. And as soon as this idiot found out about it, boom, he'd be on it, and he'd try to, he would either first try to get the item from the other person and want you to buy it from them. And the idiot also tended to have jobs at DHL Express. Well, apparently Go Hastings was a... Apparently at one point John Maduke apparently worked at Biggie Games until he started tearing... Until he was allegedly fired for damaging and opening up packages that weren't addressed to him. And then he found himself working at DHL Express, and that was a lovely experience, I'll put you, because they tend to be the worstest courier company out there. And the guy thought it was funny. He liked to mess with people. He thought it was hilarious. And then he wanted you to feel sorry for him that he wasn't being able to make enough money. Yeah. And then when you went by from him, he'd get upset. That's how it was stupid. You stay away from Hastings Entertainment or Movie Mars or anything that's attached with this guy. And then then I said he worked for DHL Express and he liked to fuck with people. Yeah, he did. I kid you not. The people who worked there were probably more better than him, but that was a different day. And then him and Susan Jacqueline apparently were an item at one point when they liked to mess with people when he worked at DHL Express. They like to ransom off packages. Well, the only way they're going to get packages from us, Susan, is if they give off their phone number and their social security information and email, all kind of other crap. Yeah, we make a great team. You fucked over people and worked at Hastings, and I effed over people and worked at DHL Express. Yeah, but I'm glad to tell you that those two are no longer in the picture as far as I'm concerned. They haven't been able to mess with me since, I don't know, November of 2010 AD, and that was about 4 years ago. Now, a lot of people are going to say, geez, thanks for letting me know about Hastings Entertainment. And stay away from them, because it's not just people who are on points of shop that this idiot likes to, mess with. He'll mess with anybody who happens to be on Amazon or eBay, or I offer a Craigslist that buys from him. He will play the game where he claims he's got the item. He'll make up a bunch of BS stories about the item got busted here, was misplaced there. He'll do all kinds of things. He'll flip couriers. Oh, he was found guilty of mail fraud, using tracking information from all 4 couriers without having anything going through them. So that's about it. Just stay away from Hastings Entertainment, Movie Mars, anything that has anything to go with Go, Hastings, Movie, or Mars, or anything that falls in there. Because it's not worth it. No, it's not. So that's about it. I'm Jordan. I'll see you later.